adventure is beginning, and the best way to get this trip started is not by driving. Here we go. We are starting this trip out right, and it all begins with my favorite, vodka cranberry. We are on our way to London, and I am so excited because we're on our way to Palermo, Sicily. This could be us, but it is not. Because Ryan's flying with me. We had to do economy plus.
On behalf of the entire crew, welcome aboard. We also like to thank our Mileage Plus members for your loyalty and all of our customers for choosing to fly with us today. Our entire United team is here to make sure you have a great flight.
Just because you do not pay the price to sit in first class does not mean you cannot have a first class experience in economy. So, oh my. Ryan, I wanted to treat you to United Polaris. I am bringing first class to economy plus. And let's take a little tour of how you are going to have a first class experience. So when you sit in business or first, you receive this really cool business class or first class travel kit. And it's loaded with different amenities to help make your experience a little bit more comfortable. So for starters, a pair of socks, which is really cool. Why? Because it's a long flight, and when you do this travel for as long as it is, you want to take your shoes off, you want to get up, you want to run to the restroom, and it's nice to put on a pair of socks that you can throw away, and they have some nice treads on it too, so you don't slip when you're in the restroom. So here are the pair of socks. You also have earplugs, a little hand sanitizer. If you really had a hard time chewing through that steak, you can really get all those odds and ends savor flavors out. And this is really nice. This is my favorite. My favorite product in here, this is a brand called Cowshed, and they have chapstick, pillow mister, and cream. And I often use this on my feet and my hands, and it smells really, really great. And then they also have here the a towelette for your hands that will help refreshen you. This stuff is great. So I love this lotion because it has a lot of citrus in it. So it's really nice to give you that refreshing feeling. Here, smell my finger.
It smells okay.
Tingly, doesn't it? It's We just landed in London after a 9-hour flight and are on our way to catch the next flight to Palermo. Sure. We are on our way to Palermo. We made it. We are in Palermo, and folks, this is going to be such a different experience. For the next 12 weeks, you are going to be following our adventure through Europe, one city at a time, for hardcore food, incredible beaches, and of course, some killer nightlife. So, how? Anyway, we're just being silly. We've been in the air for like, what, 13 hours? Right? So when you land at Palermo Airport, it's really easy to get through security. You literally follow the line of people and get in the line and try not to get hit by a car in the process. We've got the mountains on the right and the Mediterranean on the left, and that is pretty cool.
Let's get it!
Good morning from Palermo. Actually, we're not in Palermo. We're about 30 miles outside of Palermo in a little town called Castellamare del Golfo, which is actually quite charming, and it's gonna be probably even better in the daylight. We went out last night, we had a great time, met some fun people at dinner, and then came back to our hotel room, which, by the way, is quite tiny, but really nice. Hotel Namuri Residence. We are about to begin our 30-day tour through the Mediterranean, and we're starting here in Sicily. And today we're off for some beach time at a place called San Vito Lo Capo. Looks amazing. We're gonna check it out. We need to get this day started. So we are starting this day out like I start every day out, with a cup of coffee. I got myself an Americano, an extremely hot Americano. Ryan is as usual.
I'm letting my Americano breathe.
Letting his Americano breathe. Because it is super hot.
And I said I wanted cream, and so I saw creme, I thought would be cream. You got me whipped cream.
So when you say crema in Italian, that's what you get, whipped cream, which actually will do the trick.
I thought so, but they gave me milk.
So last night we stumbled upon La Tonara, which is this really cool restaurant here in the marina. And let me just show you a glimpse of what happened.
Oh, no.
Oh, these are great.
You can say you special.
These are my
Really?
This is a Sicilian specialty made with the gota, which is it's like a cream milk made from sheep.
Okay.
These are my favorite.
Thank you.
We share. Share one.
Oh my God.
It's delicious. We ate a lot.
Oh, you can tell it is hot, yeah.
They're very hot, so be careful.
A creamy ricotta. It looks like chocolate.
And cinnamon.
And cinnamon.
Yeah.
And
then
the
sugar.
outside shell. Fabulous.
Colorado.
Yes.
You can dream.
Yes.
Now they eat this. You can dream, only dream.
Exactly. Exactly.
This is a special
Vinegar.
Oh, this.
it's like
It's like a balsamic.
vinegar, but you never had anything like it. Taste.
Don't worry about it. You are now you are thin. No, this is tomorrow.
It's like a vino
Ti piace?
Right?
It's like a dessert balsamic.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
He puts it on
Try, it's the first time I try, I don't know.
Oh, it's
I think you
excellent.
say good, maybe.
Molto buono?
Molto bene.
I don't know this English cucchiaino. No spoon. A little spoon.
He's gonna pour it
A
onto
little
a
spoon, no,
and
Joe.
he wants
A
you to
little spoon.
taste.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
All right.
It's a special treat.
Okay.
Wow.
Go ahead.
And one for you.
Beautiful.
See?
Sometimes I do get to enjoy. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Right.
Thank you, sir.
You're like trying not to get drinking all this.
There we go.
Vale. And now you eat. You said.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Salute.
Antonino, quella gli dai un'etichetta nera, per favore.
Wow.
Just etichetta nera.
Take it
Never
in.
had anything like it, right?
Just like the
No,
pepper.
it's so good.
Very good. Yes.
I try another one.
Oh,
You like that?
good.
Isn't that good? Dad, can I stay out late tonight?
You gotta get to bed early, son.
Now we're walking to our car, and we are here in Castellamare del Golfo, which is halfway here between Palermo and San Vito Lo Capo. And that's why we're here, because when we landed in Palermo last night, late in the evening, I wanted to find a place that was on the way to San Vito Lo Capo, because otherwise it's about an hour-and-a-half drive. So basically, we only have, hopefully, a half-hour drive this morning to get there.
I used to think that there was nothing for me in this world, but there I stood and I was done, done, done.
So I came across this really cool stand along the road here on the way to San Vito Lo Capo. It's just above Castellamare del Golfo. This is the lookout post where you can not only get an incredible view of the marina Castellamare del Golfo, and I stumbled upon this little stand with these really cool hand wooden made items from the wood of an olive tree, and I definitely need to get some, so check this out. Okay, so I have not had a chance to go to the ATM yet, and I literally am using leftover change from my last trip to Europe. But look what I'm gonna get. This awesome handmade bowl, a little olive bowl, and a little olive spearer for the olives here at this roadside stand here above Castellamare del Golfo. And you can get it too if you want, because this is gonna be on our web store for auction. How cool. I got my olive bowl with my little olive skewer, and I'm bringing this home for someone. So we made it to San Vito Lo Capo, and let me tell you, parking is fun. So here's tip number one from me, is when you're looking for a place to park, really anywhere in Italy, but here in San Vito Lo Capo, you want to make sure that you find spaces that have blue lines around them. So do not park in the white spaces, do not park in the yellow spaces, you need to park in spaces that have the blue. Check this out.
Actually, there's a machine. She says the piazza is just 1 hour only. I said, but I'm on the blue line. She felt like I had to go up more, but why don't you walk with me?
So now, we found the place to park, but now we have to find where to pay for it. All right, now we're here. So when you can't find a blue spot, find an actual parking lot. So you just have to drive around the coast a little bit here, and you'll find a nice big spot. Parchego Auto is where to park in San Vito Lo Capo. I like beach clubs, and one of the reasons I do is they're private, so you can lock up all your stuff here, and let's check it out. So when you come into the beach club here at El Sabbione, it is so cool. It's easy to come in, 25 euros for 2 chairs and an umbrella, and they have private cabanas that you can go ahead and get changed. The beach is right there. They have a trattoria for lunch. It's a perfect place to spend the day. Wow.
All right, the Euro Trotter's got his Depends on, everybody. Let's take a look at this.
So bad. It's San Vito Lo Capo. The entire beach is loaded with different beach clubs, all on the shore here, and it's so cool. You have the incredible view of La Rocca, the big rock mountain, this way, and then you have town, and I'll keep spinning, that way. Look at how awesome this is. Everyone is out having fun. The beach, the water is warm, and not a lot of seaweed. And after a stressful morning of what? Trying to find out where we're gonna park?
Oh, parking.
But once again, Ryan, you saved the day. We are on our way now to a town called Scopello, which is a fishing village, and it has the fariglioni, which are the rocks that jut out of the water, and it's got some really cool cafes there that I want to check out. So
let's go to Scopello.
Prego.
A little bit of shade, right?
Nice job, Ryan.
Banco mat.
So when you use the ATM in a foreign country, put your card in, then select your language. And we are going to do an international withdrawal. And I'm going to take out 250. In euro, yes, confirm. Now the thing to keep in mind when you are taking money out of the bank is that your home bank in the States will generally let you only take around $300 to $400 out a day at one of these transactions. So sometimes you have the transaction rejected. Don't worry, put your card back in and do the transaction over again, but for a lower amount. Now we got our money. It looks like it's an entrance to the beach. Well, like, would you ever find this beach path? How crazy is this? Oh wow, Ryan, look at this. Basically, you get to Scopello, there's an easy place to park. It was what, 3 euros? Right? 3 euros. You park, you walk into town. He's ready to go down. He just slept. But you come into town, you walk past all the bars and cafes and spin around, or I'm getting told to spin around.
I know, with you in the camera, like someone could hear you. So
Was I not? I thought I was.
You were looking back that way though.
Oh.
Looking at the hill.
Oh, was I? Okay. Well, anyway, thanks for ruining my monologue. So anyway, the point is you walk through town, parking is $3, and then you get to this path and end up coming down this cool cove where I want to go swimming. This is pretty cool. This, guys, is literally a dirt path that we are walking on. Looks like a goat path or something like that. And I feel like we're going the right way because we're headed towards the water and it looks like the cove. But it is definitely a good little workout, and sandals may not be the best for this job. Ryan, you never trust me. You never trust the Euro Trotter. Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, there's a hole here. Hey Ryan, I'm taking my shoes off and I'm gonna go barefoot. Sorry. I don't know that this was such a bright idea.
I told you that it's not. You don't go hiking barefoot.
Oh, now this is something you'll remember. I swear to God, after my last trip to Italy, I said I would not be doing anything crazy, and here I am, day 1 or 2, climbing through rocks, down a hill. Oh my Lord. Okay, so maybe this wasn't one of my better ideas, but I did have a really good swim at the Cove. It was really relaxing. I got some good shots and found Ryan. And now we're going to trek through the brush to get out of here.
We hope.
We hope. If you come to Scopello and you go down to the Cove, after you do your hike, after you do your swim, after you make your way all the way back up to the top, you'll come to this really cool bar called Bellevue. And it has by far some of the greatest drinks and a killer view. So we were starting out this aperitivo right with an Aperol Spritz and a Peroni and one monster cut. In fact, we're twinsies because I have one too. The two restaurants that I want to check out, one is made in Sicilia and the other one is Bar Nettuno. So we're in the right place. Let's take a look. This is so cool. The fig leaves are great to make a cheese platter with. So if you have access to a fig tree, the figs are not just great, but you actually take the leaves and put it out on the table. Wow. Beautiful. Can I eat? Boy. The whole thing? Really? The whole thing?
Well, you could take your time.
Good ahead, sir. I'm serious about the picture. So, Bar Nettuno has by far one of the most impressive views in all of Scopello. This is the restaurant that you need to eat at when you come to Scopello, and you can see why. Look at this view. So we are starting dinner out with an amazing view and a local white wine from Castellamare del Golfo. And let's see what this is. Berlingueri, which I know I'm butchering that pronunciation, but it is a local Sicilian wine from Castellamare del Golfo. And it's a beautiful crisp white, which is gonna go great with the seafood here tonight. And it has a really nice hint of grapefruit. So let's give this a try. Beauty. Grapefruit is exactly what I'm tasting in this wine, and I think that one of the things you'll find when you have Sicilian wines is that there's a lot of minerality in the grape, so you really get that nice earthiness. You also get that ruggedness out of the grape that grows in this type of really rocky, arid terrain. And it's really, really refreshing. It's kind of got a little bit of a bittersweet going on. Really good. Kitty, kitty. Kitty, kitty.
Oh, if you want also...
What else do you think? Something that's really special here, you know?
By the Mediterranean, the best fish are red shrimps and tuna.
Red shrimps and tuna.
Red tuna.
Which we're getting, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it is so beautiful.
For you. Wow. Oh my gosh.
Look at this. Absolutely beautiful. These are the red shrimp served raw from the local sea here, the Mediterranean. And then I believe this is tuna that's also local here from the sea. And then a langostina, just one. How beautiful. And then for your platter here,
That's great.
some calamari, it looks like. Again, the red shrimp, octopus.
I think it's better to start.
I bet that's a tuna steak of some sort. And then a bruschetta. Let's give this a little try. And they also gave us some salts, but I want to try it without the salt first. And that is something that I would recommend. Try the fish the way it is brought to you before you add the seasoning. Delicious. But definitely I think the salt's going to help pop that seafood flavor. The nice thing about the salt, and this is Sicilian salt, is that salt really helps pull the natural flavor out of the food. So definitely use it, but don't use it until you taste it. The tuna absolutely pops and melts in my mouth, and that salt just helps add to that whole acidity and brine flavor. It's fabulous. It's fabulous. And let's give this red shrimp a try. So to eat this red shrimp, you just separate the bottom half from the head and pop it in your mouth.
Yeah, it's a mixed fried with red
Wow.
squid.
So, first reaction, shrimp is extremely buttery. Extremely smooth, buttery, and you taste the sea. It is really, really good. Wait, what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna give Ryan a chance to be the Eurotrotter, so let's see him do the food thing.
Let's do the tuna first, okay? A little salt that you put on.
With your mouth closed. Go ahead.
My mouth is closed.
What do you think? What do you think of the tuna?
It's good. A little too much salt on it, though.
Okay.
I'm not eating because so I did eat a shrimp.
Please do it.
I didn't like it.
Please try another one. Let's just. I want to. I want to see your facial expression. Go. Come on. I will do another one, and you have to do another one. Go. Come on. Yes, you are in Sicily. You've got to do it. Do it. Come on. It's a lot better than the pepper.
I'm just put some salt on it.
No. Go ahead. Do it. It's back to Red Lobster for Ryan. So the langostina, which is the little baby lobster here, we're just gonna take a little piece of this off. Gotta feed the crew. I got a little bit of the tail here.
Yeah, so we have two pasta with clams, one puttanesca.
It's delicious. So it's sweet, and with the salt, it's salty, and it tastes absolutely fresh. This entire plate literally came right from the sea here to Bar Nettuno. It is out of this world delicious. From the view to the fish, this place is a restaurant you cannot miss. So we are moving from cold to hot with a warm antipasti platter with octopus, I believe a tuna steak, some bruschetta, calamari, and of course again the red shrimp from the sea here. Absolutely beautiful presentation. So the sign of a good restaurant, because we're going to start with the octopus, is that it should absolutely be tender and melt in your mouth, and we're going to put this to the test. And it is a pass. The octopus is super tender. It is just warm enough. And it's lightly seasoned because you want to taste the octopus. Grazie. And this is the linguine
With sea urchins.
Wow. This is one of my favorite dishes to have in Italy. And tasting the sea urchin right from the Mediterranean is fantastic. So let's put this to the test. And this is the urchin. This pasta is packed with flavor. The sea urchin, it's almost hard to describe. It is a very deep flavor. It's a very, very much the taste of the sea. So this is absolutely something that I recommend you trying when you come to Italy, because the sea urchins actually, there are many different sea urchins. You have sea urchins in the Pacific by Asia, and then you have the sea urchins here in Italy in the Mediterranean, and they're very different, and they're slightly different flavors, and this is absolutely fantastic. It gives a really a real sea depth to this dish. It's a very unusual flavor and it's just something you really need to have. This is a specialty. We have such fun together. My guy, Ryan, the cameraman. And I have hiccups from that whole bottle of wine that I had to drink because Ryan couldn't drink the white wine because it tasted like grapefruit. I don't like grapefruit. Or sea urchin.
Or sea urchin.
Or red shrimp.
Here. Here's our... See if this
Alright,
works, by the way.
We don't have time.
All right, just open it.
Oh, did it work?
I think it did work.
It did. Yeah. Do you have everything? Because we're not coming back.